EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Throwing is Cousins. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That throw by Young incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here is Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. 7 yards there and a first down. Young now from the 50. Open here, Adam Thielen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Young off the play fake. The Sanders has got it complete. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This 2nd and 4. Now Young. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Third and 12. Here's Dalton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And Dalton to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Andy Dalton. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now 2nd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here from the 38. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Dalton's throw caught by Sanders. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Passing, it's Dalton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing, Dalton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jadeveon Clowney gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gain decent yardage.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. To throw is Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a 1st down.
Play action now, Dalton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A give up the middle. Hubbard down to about the 22 here. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hubbard. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On play action, Cousins. And complete to Drake London. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And that is incomplete here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Charlie Warner. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
First down, here's Cousins. There's Mooney with another catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cousins. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd and goal for Cousins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Troy Anderson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Second and 5. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Cousins from the gun on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw, Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 87 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Young on 3rd down. Just keeping the play alive. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
3rd and 9 here. Young will set to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's Cousins. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, it shifts past him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 84 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Hubbard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hubbard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Thielen going to go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Young. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Williams. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And you're starting to sense the momentum possibly changing just a little here. You get the touchdown your previous drive, then you force a punt, and now this is a good positive play here to start this drive. And you can just sense the tide starting to turn here in a 1-score game.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Cousins now from the 50. And this will be caught by Mooney. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game. It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 43 yards. Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers about ready to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Young on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. But Tommy Tremble, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Young. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The offense on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On play action, Cousins. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On third down, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Panthers coming out now. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. On play action, Young. Quick throw there is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first down throw for Young. That is caught by Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Young. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to Smith-Marset. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Again, it's Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guys time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. This pass is caught by London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. They'll run with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, 2nd and goal. Robinson with another carry.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now Young and the Panthers down by 7. A little over a minute to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Young.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this starting field position is certainly not ideal when you're trying to put together a drive to tie the ball game. As we know, this defense, they're going to keep bringing the pressure. You can count on that.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Young to throw.
His throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Young.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Young. He's got Johnson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, what a time for the defense to go missing in action. How do you allow a play like that?
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Young.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Young to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.